everyone. My name is Heather Brown, and today we are going to be talking about your story. It's so important that you are able to share your story with other people so that they can connect with you in a personal way. So I'm actually going to be sharing with you 3 different stories. The first is how I came to use Young Living essential oils. So it began about 7 years ago. I was living in Louisiana at the time, and every January I had a goal to trade out one lifestyle habit to become more natural and more healthy. And this particular year, I wanted to trade out all of my cleaning supplies for something that could be more natural and less toxic in my home. So I began researching, looking things up, and so many things that I found pointed back to essential oils, and that wasn't something that I had really heard of before. Well, it was very shortly after that I actually moved to Brazil to become a missionary, and I was a full-time missionary for about 6 years after that. Well, the last 2.5 years of that, I was actually stationed here in Houston and was traveling back and forth between here and Haiti. And when I moved here to Houston, I thought, okay, this is the time. It's time to get oily. So I began researching again. I didn't have anyone that specifically shared Young Living with me. I did my research and I had it narrowed down to about 3 companies. But you and I know that if you research very long, you're going to very quickly find out that Young Living is absolutely, without a doubt, the very best option. Well, at that point, I had family who was already using Young Living products. They were already members, and so it was real easy to get connected and to take advantage of the opportunity to buy all the oils that I wanted at a wholesale price, and I loved it, and I thought that would be it. So that's how I actually came to use Young Living essential oils and their awesome products. Now, the second story that you sometimes will need to be able to share with people is what changed? What made you go from being just a user to wanting to build the business? And so this is how it happened for me. I was working here in Houston, working in Haiti, and I realized it was probably about 1.5 years ago, I knew that it was time to begin pursuing a dream that had been in my heart for many, many years, and that was to adopt. Well, at the time, I was raising all of my own support, all of my own salary, which is not an easy thing to do. And I had given away everything that I owned when I moved to Brazil. So everything that I had could be easily packed into a car, if not a suitcase. And so I knew that there had to be some changes to my lifestyle in order to be able to adopt. And I began to ask the Lord, okay, how is this going to happen? I had no desire to have a 9-to-5 job. I had no desire to compromise, the dreams that I had in my heart of what I wanted to do with my life. And so I was asking the Lord, what am I going to do? How can I provide for a family? And it was right around that time that I realized how much my Young Living checks had gone up. Because, Young Living will send you those thank you checks. And those checks had gone up and up and up over the last few months. And I thought, okay, they were still going up. And I thought, Lord, is this what you want to use? And so it was in September of this last year that I actually went full-time with Young Living. And, it was a choice that I made, and we all come to that place where we choose what we want Young Living to be within our lives. And so that was the day that I made my choice, and that it is making dreams come true. So that's how I chose to do Young Living as a business. Now, the third story that you can share with people, honestly, is really more for you than it is for people. And it's the story of why. And here's why it's important for you. There are going to be really great days. You're going to hear awesome testimonies from people. You're going to love helping people. You probably already love helping people, or you wouldn't be watching this video. It's such an incredible thing that we get to do. But there are going to be days when you are going to feel rejected. You're going to feel discouraged. You're going to feel frustrated. You're going to feel lazy and you're not going to want to do it. Those days come. And what you have to pull out when those days come is you have to pull out your why. What is your why? My why fuels me every day. It fuels me today. It will fuel me next week, next month, next year. I want to love and provide for those who have no families to call their own. I want to be that family for them. And so I'm willing to do the hard work that's necessary to do that. My why is important to me. And I know that your why is important to you. And sometimes it takes a little bit to define and discover what that why is. Sometimes it definitely shifts over time. So my question to you today is, what is your why? Is it because you want to buy land and build a dream home that can be a blessing to your family and to others? Do you want to be able to be at home with your children and homeschool them? Do you want to be able, how incredible, just to provide the very best products for your family's health? Do you love growing people and helping people? Do you want your husband to be able to have a job where he feels purposeful and not just tired and discouraged and having to do it to provide for his family, but he's able to do something that he loves? Do you want to be able to provide family vacations and experiences and a college education for your kids? There are so many wonderful whys out there. And you may not know what your why is, but my encouragement to you today is to look deep into your heart. What are the dreams that you have laid to the wayside because you didn't think that they were possible? I'm here today to tell you that if you will work for it, if you will be committed, that your dream is possible and that your story doesn't have to be a fairy tale. It can be a reality that you share with people every day. So, what's your story?